Stephen Alexander of the world that we know it, that has a amazing, beautiful ray of light that comes out of all of his orifices, and he knows how things work. And I need to understand him as a human being like we all do, because he has a really a big ray of light in his head. His forehead. It's so big.
Right behind me.
It's crazy. Anyways, so Stephen Alexander, what?
Really?
Tell me.
Really?
Speak into the microphone.
No.
Stephen Alexander, tell me, why do you do the things you do? Stephen.
I'm not playing. Get that shit.
Why don't you want to talk to the microphone? Speak into the microphone. Alright. On a serious note.
Really?
Okay, we're going to talk to the real Stephen without chicken, without... We're going to get really to the bottom. Okay, hold on a second. Not his bottom, but... We're going to change it. Right. Anyways. Was that your stomach?
No. That was the music.
Anyways, Stephen, as a person that is involved with music and fame and all the things that you have been through with the skating rink, the smoking shop down the street, and Kmart. Like, what?
It closed down like 10 years ago.
I know, but you are in charge of lately. Now, they recharged that up since. Anyways, so what is your career like in the retail amusement park kind of industry that you work at the carnival now, like off of 610, right? I think they call you people like carnies now.
Well, actually, I'm a model now. Can you believe it? Since we talked last, I've actually become a model. I'm a coat model, actually.
I believe that.
This coat, I just love it. It fits with any situation. I mean, it just looks great.
I think I have a hanger right over there.
And
it's cool.
It just, really gives.
You're a very flexible model that. I don't know where the coat is, but
very versatile.
Let's be serious. Bubba Watches here, okay? So let me ask you a question about your childhood. I mean, was your childhood? I know that you were extremely intensely involved in bridge and Croatia. What was it? You like to knit, or is it
Hard childhood.
Okay. So I know it was very hard when you were in your early years of life doing bridge with people that were like 80.
Well, the first boy band I was in, it was just really.
But Croatia, I mean, you were doing your knitting and doing quilts and stuff. How hard was that doing that and trying to make that a success for yourself while you're trying to be a successful boy band sensation?
Well,
because I know your forefront was knitting.
Well, I really got into, what saved my life was buttoning.
Buttoning? I didn't realize there was a profession for buttoning. That
I had this weird obsession with buttons. And I don't know, ever since I've just been really, I did this all myself.
Fellatio and buttons. I find that really hard to believe because in your autobiography that you wrote about yourself after all your famous successes of knitting, chess, bridge, going on, cruises, and clogging. I mean, you're an amazing clogger. People don't know what an amazing clogger that you are. That just blows me away. And
it's very, very.
Now, being down in Kentucky with all those boys in the woods hunting, you on the river, Burt Reynolds spoke of you, talking about what an amazing actor you were when you were like sitting there saying, you were like squealing like a pig.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That was pretty fucking amazing that you could survive that kind of role and come out to be such a normal human being. And
I'm very normal. I do normal things like everybody. I drink.
And
I smoke.
You're a pedestrian now. I'm
a pedestrian. I'm a crosswalking pedestrian. I mean,
Well, and the thing about it is what makes you such a rebel is you jaywalk. And that is amazing.
All the time.
Yeah, you know what? That blows me away.
Any chance I get.
You're like a James Dean of walking. You're like crazy.
I am the James Bond of jaywalk.
No, you are a James Dean of jaywalking and James Bond because, excuse me, you actually can crochet and knit all at the same time while you're jaywalking across a road and not get caught. And that's the most amazing. You're a rebel.
Pretty cool, right?
You are such a crazy rebel. And
but it was a struggle. Don't think that it was easy.
I know you probably had a hard time. Like who were the people in your life that made it seem so difficult for you to give a passion for that?
Well, my frig.
And
my friend, my friend named Twig Branch over there, he really helped me learn the bark of it all. And,
did you feel
really
like that you were with Croatian, not Croatia, pardon me, excuse me, not Croatia, but knitting, basically knitting those quilts while you were walking across the street, avoiding a red light. You didn't even give a shit if there was like the blinky, walkie light, or whatnot. You walk, and that was made you a revolutionary kind of person when it came to being a rebel and what you do. And that's why you stand out above everybody else. And what do you have to say about that?
Bridget, and most people don't know this about me. I got hit by a car. I got hit by a car.
Why were you knitting at the same time?
He was a two-wheeler going about 2 miles an hour. He fell off his bike. I mean, I got hit in the biker lane,
and you jumped on him because he had spandex, and you mauled him, and then you tried to dry up his left leg. I get that, but at the same time, why would you?
No, I kept walking.
No, I kept walking. The news report begged to differ. I beg to differ.
That's not true.
Because from what I hear, you were actually crossing the street, being the rebel that you are in New York, and crossing the street, and you were knitting some amazing quilt. And you went off and you saw a biker and you jumped after him because he had a hot ass, tight spandex. You dry up to his leg. You lost control of your fucking knitting tools. They threw off and they stabbed some guy in the neck. He died. And then children were involved. He was like...
That's not true.
Well, that's what the news report said.
Well,
I'm trying to get this clear with you because...
I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, and you, the truth.
No, from what I gather, there were people involved that your knitting tools injured lots of fellow people. And as a matter of fact, it knocked down into our building. And you were beat some guy in Central Park. And I'm not saying that like as being derogatory as a news reporter.
Yes, you are.
I
know exactly what you're
I'm
doing.
Bubba Wattas.
And
I'm extremely
now you're Bubba.
reputable as a news reporter, okay? But we have pictures of you and film footage of you dry humping this guy. You ran after him. You threw your knitting tools, stabbed one guy in the fucking neck, and his children suffered because he threw them into the street. They got ran over by a car. You ran it. The guy that was riding the bike, his bike flew into a car. Car tried to veer off, knocked the building completely over, and it killed 5 people. What the fuck?
How about this for truth?
Your actions speak louder than words. And let me tell you, my friend, I'm saying that.
How about that for truth?
It takes very little for your crocheting, your knitting skills. May you think that you are the bomb of the world. You think you're the ultimate crocheter or knitter. But guess what? It caused a lot of pain in a lot of people's lives. And now you're a rebel. You're like a Lindsay Lohan of crocheting and knitting. Or, let's say, your life is over because of that.
I'm getting it, bitch.